All right, welcome back to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is the Marvelous One, back at it again with Dell and Danny. What's good, peeps?
Yo,
Hey,
what up?
Mm. So, Danny, you got the win. You're feeling
hey,
good, huh?
I am feeling good.
Yeah, whatever.
Squeaker,
Hey,
I'm
squeaker.
feeling good. It was, yeah, I did have I had heart palpitations, but I think I'm good. I think I've recovered.
well, I mean, I kind of figured our defense would play better because that's kind of the thing that's been talked about in New Orleans and within the Saints organization is our struggles with quarterbacks that can run. And they finally had a better game plan to
Yeah,
stop this type of quarter. Even though he had 65 yards rushing, we
I
still
know,
sacked
right?
him 8 times, which
yeah.
I
I
know
was
now
happy about.
now that got me. I was like, okay, Olan, what are we doing? We can't regress here now because
Right.
we're here.
Well, I don't
We're
blame the
further
O
than you.
line. You can't blame the O line. He was holding on the ball too long.
I know. I mean, it's yeah, but
Yeah,
there
I
was
mean
still
that's what
some
he does.
situations.
He was just getting away with it a lot.
Right. He
You know
did.
what I'm saying? He was getting away with it a whole lot. The whole
Well,
season.
he got away with it against us. The first touchdown was a play where he ran from one side of the field to the other side,
Yes,
came
Yep.
right,
back
Yep.
and
And
threw
then
the
found
touchdown.
found the
right.
play where Terry McLaurin just jumped over everybody.
I
Yeah, it
know.
was crazy.
Terry should have had four, man. He should
Oh
have
my
had
Yeah.
God.
four touchdowns out there.
Wide open
We
choice.
gotta, we gotta clear that up. Yeah, I mean separation and everything. We gotta clear that up for
One
next
of
week.
them I say he should have caught. Just one of them I say he should have caught. But the other
Mm.
one was way overthrown. Way overthrown.
Right. Oh, yeah,
Because the
yeah.
other one,
Yeah.
But we gotta clear
it
that
was
up.
it was far, it was far, but he still should have caught. I thought he still should have caught that one.
Yeah.
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 That one hit his
Yeah.
hand. You know what I'm saying?
I, I would say this was probably one of Daniel's worst games. You know what I'm saying? Even though he still was phenomenal out there,
Yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't think I thought he made a lot of mistakes in this game and still got the win. So that tells you how good the kid is.
yep.
Um, but
Yeah.
my frustration with the Saints, man, this is just a bad sign to me, man. We threw out this second year quarterback, Jake Hayner. He started the game and he looked awful. He looked awful. And then
I
they put
know.
in Spencer Rattler, and he had a little bit of
Yeah,
success.
it was better. It was
It was
better.
better. But to me, always when the backup quarterback comes in after the starter starts to fall apart, the
Mm-hmm.
backup always seems to look a little better. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's fool's gold, if you ask me.
I think we
I'm
could possibly be talking about a different outcome, which is scary, had Spencer Rattler started out to begin with.
You think so? I don't think
Possibly.
so.
I mean, yeah, I mean, your first guy just was not getting it done
Yeah,
at
he wasn't
all.
getting it. He looked
Spencer
awful.
looked a
Rattler was
little
definitely
more
a good
comfortable.
motherfucker. Right. Rattler was definitely
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
he,
good perspective. You know.
yeah,
right.
right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we got a lot to clean up between now and Sunday. A lot.
Yes.
But I must say, because I don't watch Saints football every Sunday, um, I didn't really know about Lattimore. I saw his jersey a lot, but I never saw him in action. But
Mhm.
it was a sight to see that nothing came his way the
Yeah.
entire game.
Yeah.
I
They,
said, wow, he was just standing over there with Terry say last year, he was just doing cardio.
yeah. Yeah. Nobody's
So
gonna test him. They're not gonna like when he
well,
was with us, no one tested him.
I think Jalen is going to try his hand because, I don't know if y'all been seeing Jalen now. He been pimping across the field and he been
Yeah.
coming on. What's that guy show on Sports Center? The bald guy that has his own show. What's his name?
Oh, Scott.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he came on Scott's show talking trash about how he likes DC and all that. I said, okay.
Oh,
All right, we gotta
don't get full of yourself. We already had one quarterback in Washington did that before, and it ain't turned out right. Stay humble, my friend. Stay humble.
Oh, he did that. He came over with his shades, like, yeah. I said, oh, look at Mr. Cocky, will you?
Oh boy, here we go. Let's
Uh-oh.
start again.
Listen. Hey, I ain't
Uh-oh.
mad at him. Look, they pay you to do that. They pay you to be doing that. But
Oh, We'll have to see.
we got
We
to
have to
find a
see
way
who
to
his
play.
backup is. Get his backup ready, just like RG3 and Kirk
Right.
Cousins.
Right.
You talking about because of his finger, whatever he had going, he was going in
No,
and
I'm
out of
just saying.
tent.
It seems like deja vu.
I don't know, but we're gonna have to do what we need to do. I'm gonna need to see this Lattimore. He's been rested up. He's gonna be tested on Sunday, so I'm gonna need him to earn his pay
Yeah,
come Sunday and the
yeah.
Sunday after that.
No, he's a good player. I think you're gonna really like him when he plays. Now, keep in mind, he's injury prone. It's always gonna be something. It was his hamstring. He was out 5 weeks, so it's gonna be something.
Yeah, I just need him to be. Yeah, I need him to be healthy for the next 3 games for sure.
Well,
We got a lot
we'll
on the line.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right now, y'all holding down the 7th spot. The
Yeah.
Saints are third in our division. We still got a shot at winning the division, but it's going to be a really long shot. The Bucks have to lose every game, and the Saints have to win every game. And now the Saints are likely to start Spencer Rattler against the Packers. Yeah, we'll get to our picks, but I'm telling you right now,
Yeah, I
that's
say the
going to be
Packers
ugly.
feeling themselves too over there.
Yeah, and this game is in
It's gonna be
Green
a
Bay.
tough one.
I I don't see it happening, but we'll get to that. We'll see what the point spread is on this one. That's got to be ugly too.
I
Yeah.
like how you did that. Cheese spread, cheese and spread.
Oh, you like that? You like
I just thought that.
that?
Yeah, damn. Yeah, good catch there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we'll get to that. We'll see. I'm not all that excited about Rattler. I've already seen 3 games of him. He started 3 games already, and those were the games we lost 51-27 to the Bucks, 33-10 to the Broncos. Like, I've seen this movie already. It's scary. It's a scary movie.
Yeah,
Wow.
good, not good.
Yeah,
Well,
not
it's one
good.
that you got to definitely figure out in the off season.
Yes. Look, this is a quarterback-driven league. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. This is not the 1990s where you can jump out there with Jeff Hostetler and make the playoffs. You can't do that no more. Okay? You need a real quarterback. You need a special quarterback. You need a Jaden Daniels. You need a Lamar Jackson. You need a Josh Allen. You cannot win in this league without a real quarterback, a special one. And we got to go out and get one. Figure it out. I don't give a damn what you do. Find one. And it just frustrates me that they went into the season with a quarterback we all knew. We've seen him for the past 10 years with Oakland and Las Vegas, and he wasn't good.
Yeah, somebody had a vision of grandeur, Oh, I could get him. I can make him. I can make it work.
It's all about the scheme. He wasn't in the right
Right. He
scheme.
wasn't in the right scheme. We could do it. I know what to do with him.
Right. We can fix him. We've seen it for 10 years. In fact, we played him 2 years ago and shut him out. He couldn't even pass midfield. You remember that? We beat him 24-0. He couldn't pass midfield.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to sign him the following season.
Right.
Insane. And still, he's better than the other 2 that backed him up. So, yeah, it's just not smart. I just don't understand why we do these things. And here we are. It's frustrating. You don't want to badmouth the team. I hate being right about things. I said it. 7-10 or 9-8. 9-8 the best, 7-10 the worst. Hell, I don't even know we can get to 7-10 now. This is looking.
But you remember Seattle they won the Super Bowl that year. They was 7-9.
7-10. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You got to win the division.
Yeah, it's a couple times. The Giants is 9-7. The Steelers is 9-7. They won it with Roethlisberger back in there. So
yeah, but you got to win the division to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the division got to be really, really bad. And right now we got a team that's already got 8 wins in the division. So the Bucks are 8-6, and I got to hope that they lose the last 3 games to go 8-9.
All of them.
All of them.
Games. And like
Yes.
I said, they play the Panthers and the Raiders.
And the Raiders.
The Raiders are done. They tanking
Right.
the number one position now. They
Yeah,
taking
they
to
got
the
Desmond Ritter starting at quarterback. They're down to the
Mm.
third quarterback who wasn't even on the roster 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yep.
So my point is, look, let's just scrap all of this. Look, let Spencer finish out the season, show what he got to another team that may want him. And next year, we clean the slate. Pull the Band-Aid off of this, suck it up, take all the dead money that comes with Carr and everybody else, send them on their way. Start a new slate. I wish they would do just like Sean Payton did with the Broncos. He got rid of Russell Wilson. He got rid of Jerry Jeudy. Got rid of all these people that's got these super big contracts, got all this dead money, and he was like, screw it, we start from scratch, bring me in a rookie, somebody I can groom, and let's see what we can do. And look at him now. With it, 9-5.
Bo Nix been holding it down just a little bit.
Yeah, Bo Nix is holding it down. Because he's got somebody in there that he can groom. Not somebody that's coming in with bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Not Russell Wilson that need. I understand Russell Wilson had his own office.
But then here it is. It's like, but look at where the Steelers are right now. So he's like, whose fault? What was really going on? Because he over there flossing.
He flossing.
And the head coach went from there to the Jets where they started losing.
Right.
With all that, with Aaron Rodgers and all his favorite receiver back and all that, and now they losing over there. So
now they're losing. Yeah,
was he responsible for Russ not cooking? Maybe that's what it looked like.
I think so. I think he held Russ back.
Yeah, but he was turning the eye down. He was turning the eye down, so he was like on low simmer. He wasn't like really cooking.
but you know how it is.
He was simmering.
He was simmering, right? But like it is with any new coach that come in, new GM, they want their guy.
Yeah.
So I already know that the Saints will have a new head coach at start of next season, and likely there'll be a new quarterback, and that's all I can hope for right now.
Who do you think you're gonna get for a coach?
Probably Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator from the Lions.
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah. And the reason I say him because
corner. Did he used to play corner or something?
He used to play corner for the Saints.
Okay.
He was the defensive backs coach for the Saints, and then he went with Dan Campbell to Detroit because Dan Campbell used to be a Saints coach. So that's why I think he's going to come back because Ben Johnson, who's highly touted by other teams, will pick another team over the Saints because the Saints will be in so much debt. You're going to struggle this first season because you got to get over all this cap dead money.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a desirable job the first season.
Right.
So you're going to have to settle. And it'll probably be Aaron Glenn because he has some history with the Saints. That's just my thought. That's my opinion. I don't really know for certain, but I just looking at everything on his face, it's going to be really hard to take this job knowing you don't have a quarterback that you can groom. We're not going to have the number one overall pick, so you're not getting Shador Sanders or somebody. So it's not desirable. Right. And then you're in 60-something million in debt just from the starter, the guy that you don't want. So, but we'll see. Yeesh. Sorry.
Hey, if we can do it, you guys can do it.
Yeah, but I don't know if
you got a clean house like they did,
And listen, throw the whole team in the trash.
Throw the baby out with the water.
We sure did.
But I don't know if I want to go 3-14 to get Jaden Daniels.
I know, right?
Because they were really bad last season, right? 3-14 or something ridiculous.
It's like
I think it was.
Oh my gosh, it was just.
I don't know if I want to be that bad.
I think I could have, but I think it wasn't just you're losing games. It was like you're losing everything that the team stands for. Like everything. It's like, well, you got to fire all the trainers, and you have to. It was just so much. It was just so we were all in therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like really, that's what Schneider should have done. He should have been paying for us to go to therapy. once a
Yeah.
week because
You
it
you
was
know
just.
what? It's good to see y'all smiling now, man. It was so dark and
I
gloomy,
know.
around
So yeah,
here.
so when I started hearing all that foolishness about, oh, y'all haven't even beat, I was like, shut up, okay? Let us live. Let us live, okay? For 20 years, we've had a bag over our head from owner down. You hear me? Shut it up. Every now and then a splash of
I,
RG3 and you see,
I,
we were like, yes, we're on the mend.
I,
It's 2012, we're on the mend. And
I
what
just found it.
happens?
I just found it hilarious that they were calling this town a hockey town. I was like, this ain't no hockey town.
Right. We were so happy when the Capitals won a championship. We're like, yeah, go Caps,
Yeah.
all Caps. It's like you don't even know who plays for the Caps except
Right.
for Overcheck. What do you call him?
Ovechkin.
Ovechkian.
Yeah.
That's the only player we knew. We held on to that. That's how bad it was.
Ovechkin.
Ovechkin, right?
Ovechkin.
I don't read Russian. Sorry. We call him Ovi.
Obi,
Right.
Ovi. Yeah.
Ovi.
Yeah.
Obi for sure.
That's all we knew. That's all we
But
had.
the funny thing is Ovechkin is a huge basketball fan.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's a huge Kobe
Wait a
fan.
minute. And it got really bad, and I'm glad that we have it. But so many people was like, well, we'll just start rooting for the DC Defenders, and then they won a championship. So he was like,
Oh, did
right.
they?
They did. DC Defenders won the championship.
Yeah, but nobody cared.
Yeah, well,
I was saying that's all we had. So we like
something to grab
hey,
onto,
hey, something to latch on to. Yes. And look, we might get some of their players. Look, they winning championships. Maybe you can show some NFL players.
I don't recall any parade or anything like that for the DC Defenders.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, yeah.
There was no parade there.
It wasn't. And I think the women's tennis team or softball team won a championship too. It was like everybody winning championships except for our basketball team and our freaking football team.
Right. The DC Divas won. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just saying that. I don't know.
Everybody but us. Everybody was doing it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And look, for as long as it's been for the Cowboys, it's always 4 years longer for Washington.
Yeah, but see, and that's what I told myself. I said, you know what? Because at first I was pissed that Dan Quinn was coming. I was pissed off. I didn't want anybody from the Cowboys except for Michael Parsons.
Right.
Michael Parsons, I'll take him.
Right.
I was just mad. I was just mad and disgruntled. And then I said, well, wait a minute. Let's flip this perspective. The Cowboys, although you don't win a playoff game, you guys are like a over promising boyfriend that under delivers at the last minute. It's like we have a whirlwind of a season. Like Jerry's world is rocking. What was 12-5 and 12-5 and 12-5. I was like, well, you know what? I guess if we could get that, that'll be a start. And look at us.
That'd be a start.
Got us winning 5 home games. Look at that. That's it. I was like, you know what?
You got to keep in mind. Keep in mind, he was the Falcons head coach that led him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
That is very
Super Bowl game. Yeah, I saw it.
And he was the defensive coordinator of the Seahawks when they had the Legion of Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and they were.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, he has a strong resume. Don't forget that he has a very strong resume.
And when he first got to Dallas, he actually turned our defense around.
He sure did.
I know.
I mean, it was hard not to because Nolan came in there and was terrible.
That's right.
Historical worst defenses that we ever had. And so it was kind of easy, but he turned it around to actually a top 5 defense.
The top 5 dominant defense. Y'all had 2 players that were considered defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I know, right?
We was like first in turnovers and second in sacks.
Yeah.
He defense.
He knows his stuff. So you got a good coach with a strong resume. Don't mess it up.
I like the way we went from, even though Riverboat Ron had, some relationships with people. I just like the new culture of the whole place. and you had to get rid of the top. I think Ron probably would have done more, but your hands are tied from the top on down and just dumb mistakes. It's just, ugh. I don't even want to think about that. That's in the horrible past.
Well, one more thing about the Saints Commanders game before we move on to the Cowboys. How did you feel about the some of the bad officiating? Right, there was the field goal at the end of what was it, the first quarter, or was it the end of the third quarter? Well, the time ran out. Right, the play clock was still going, but the time in the quarter ended, and they didn't stop the play and let the play continue. He kicked the field goal. He missed it. We were like, great, missed the field goal, but they were like, it was the end of the quarter, re-kick.
I know that it worked for us, but I mean, really, it's like
they made the field goal afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because there's certain things that are like momentum shifters, right? Kind of like that. Remember when the Ravens were playing, was it the 49ers when the lights went out for all that time or whatever?
And it allowed the 49ers to come back. Yeah. It allows you to regroup. You make a mistake and you're allowed to regroup. Like that kicker, he missed the field goal, then he got a second shot at it right down the middle.
And I'm like, yeah, when you really look at it and you're being honest, it's like things like that are just like they're unacceptable in the how we supposed to be playing the game.
It was like the officials weren't looking at the clock, and that's what happened at the end of the game. Now, a lot of people are blaming the clock operator, right? Because with 9 seconds left, in case you guys don't remember what happened, 9 seconds left in the game. It was more time than that. Spencer Rattler threw the ball to the tight end in the middle of the field. He's tackled. Saints have no timeouts. He's tackled at the 2 or 3 yard line. No timeouts. And for whatever reason, the official on the far end runs on the field and he waves to stop the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he got confused thinking this was college rules because it was a first down. You stop the clock. I don't know why he stopped the clock, but he stopped the clock at 9 seconds. Okay. And the Saints were hustling to get together and the clock is not moving. And so 4 or 5 seconds went off that clock. 4 or 5 seconds had happened and no time went off the clock. And the Saints got the play off and threw the touchdown.
And threw the touchdown, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a weird sequence of things that happened in this game. The officials got a lot of explaining to do. And
they wrote a letter and said it was the clock operator.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't us. Oh, that was terrible that happened, but it wasn't us.
Yeah. I just imagine if Spencer Rattler would have got that 2-point conversion to get the win for us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the script writing, scandalous people out there would
let's take it all the way down. You would have did this and this person won, and then we were no longer on the board with the 7th seed, and everybody's going to people nowadays, they'll go to a referee's house or something and do something crazy about some game. They don't even know the people in the game. But whatever.
It would have been a conspiracy theory that that the league is rigged and scripted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They already saying that.
Well, I tell you one thing: the damn show didn't follow the script on the Panthers beating the Cowboys because the Panthers were favored to win this game, and that's messed up. They didn't win.
Man, look, they just gave us a gift. What can I say? They gave us a gift.
I was rooting for them.
I didn't understand. Of course you are.
I was rooting for the Panthers.
Of course you are. The sworn enemy of the Cowboy. I get it. But not Vegas. Vegas, you're supposed to be smart guys. You're supposed to be ones watching football. This is supposed to be your job, is to set these games, set these lines. That line made absolutely no sense. A team that has not been favored in 23 straight games. Are you kidding me? They played the whole schedule, was never favored. Now you're going to make them favored against the Cowboys.
All right. That is hilarious.
They still the same team. They still the same talent. They ain't get nobody. They ain't add nobody to the personnel. It made no sense to me. It was just disrespectful. Vegas, you lucky I don't have you on this podcast right now, because I'd just be grabbing you by the collar, like, what were you thinking? Shaking you.
Right.
Senseless. Giving you SIDS, you know what I'm saying? Just shaking you. And that was just disrespectful. It was just Bryce Young, he was looking bright for a second for the last 3 games, and he turned back into a pumpkin. What can I say? We just harassed them. We sacked them.
I know, right? You guys were pretty
Yeah,
vigilant.
yeah, they didn't follow the script. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, Mahomes wasn't playing. You know, it got to be a Mahomes game to follow the script because Mahomes got the script.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's the star.
That's your first downs. You know what I'm saying?
He's the leading actor here. The Cowboys. I mean, what's his name? Rush. He's just a supporting actor.
Yeah.
Right.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah. Cooper Rush is supporting.
Yeah.
This movie is about Patrick Mahomes.
I know. With the what is it? Fractured, sprained ankle. He hops on one foot to finish the game.
That's part of the drama.
That's the legacy. You got to build a legacy up, you know. Yeah. He only had 1 foot, but he still ran for 25 yards.
The snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's like in the movie that the lead actor, the action star, gets shot, but he gets shot and the bullet goes through his shoulder, but he can still use his arm to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's all good.
That's the Rocky syndrome.
Right.
Yeah.
You punch in the mouth, blood flying out, you go to the ground, but on 9, you
like, okay, don't stop it.
Right.
I got it. And then he come back and just start whipping the ass for no reason.
Right.
Right. And winning.
You're right.
Yes. That is hilarious.
He just had a concussion.
Once I cut him, I knew I could beat him. Like, because we know he shouldn't have beat Drago. Come on, man. He never should have beat Drago.
Hell no.
Drago brick wall. No way.
Brick wall.
And then all of a sudden he just cut him one time, like right here. And that was it. Now he can't punch, now he can't dodge. He's soft now.
Right. I mean, he was on the roids and everything. You remember in that movie, Drago was...
This dude was hitting like 1,200 pounds per square inch or something.
Right.
Right.
I was like, okay, Rocky about to die.
Yeah, break every rib in his body. He going out.
Right, man.
Who's the backup quarterback for the Chiefs?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, yes.
Right, yeah. He put that helmet on for 1 down and took it back off. I'm like, I thought your boy was going in the tent and elevate his foot, but no.
Mahomes was like, yeah, man, good play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good.
Right, yeah.
You handed that off good. You handed that off really, really good.
Yes.
Keep that up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
But like I said, Cowboys, I really hope that they put that in the locker room, showing you 2.5-point underdogs to the Panthers. Okay, that's what they think of you. That's what they think of you. I hope that. I really did, because I would have did it. I would put that up. Like, see, this is what y'all been doing. See this? You got them thinking crazy stuff about you. This is what go out on? This is what you want to do? Yeah, man. That was just utterly disrespectful.
Yeah, it was disrespectful. They need to put some respect on your name.
And you know what's intriguing though? So they put up a stat today. I saw a stat today. It was like Dak has 11 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and Cooper Rush has 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Oh wow!
I still think I still think that Cooper Rush has. I would take him over Dak. I would.
He's just more of a consistent, like, you know what you're gonna get from him. Dak be kind of all over the place sometimes. That's the only issue I got with Dak.
And the funny thing about it is Cooper Rush would have more touchdowns if it wasn't for that game where the sun was.
The sun. Oh, and then he had another game where CD just had the dropsies. He was just dropping passes. I mean, he could have had another touchdown with that one, because he was at the 2-yard line. If he caught, he probably would have scored. He dropped that one. CD just had a bad game. Dropping pass. But like I said, sometimes the NFL, they just give you a gift. Sometimes Vegas give you a gift. I hope everybody got their profit from it. I did. I hope you did too. Just that was just I can't believe they did that.
I can't believe they did that either. That was insane.
Plus money just to beat the Panthers. Just to beat the Panthers. You're gonna give me plus money? Okay. Come on, Vegas.
Well, they really got it.
Well, you know what? We're better than Vegas, because Dell and I both went 13-3 this past week, and Danny at 10-6. Rolling up the end.
Okay.
So
I did 10-6. Okay.
you did 10-6. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. You mean
She had
you're
some
not a
bold picks in there though. She
yeah.
had some bold
She had
picks in
some bold picks.
there. She
Picks.
had
I
some
mean,
bold picks
You
in
she
there.
made
didn't
some
think the
rookie
Bengals
mistakes.
were gonna? Well, so you didn't think the Bengals were gonna pull that out? I mean, come on.
I
I
mean,
really thought the Bengals were gonna beat the. I mean, it's
the
Joe.
Bengals did win. The
They
Bengals
win.
won.
Bengals won. Yeah, Bengals
No,
won.
I'm sorry. Not the Bengals. Let me look at my no. It
You
was
talking
the
about my pick?
Patriots.
You talking about
It was the
Browns pick over?
Patriots.
Oh, okay. The
That was
Patriots.
the Patriots.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Patriots. Man, who did the Patriots play? They played
She picked
The
the
Cardinals.
Cardinals. She
the
picked the Patriots over
Cardinals. That's right, the Cardinals.
my
Yeah.
bold pick was the Browns over the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. No
Mm.
James.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Let's do our recap. Let's just go to the recap. Let's
Let's go.
call it
yeah.
out. Let's
Yeah.
call it
Okay.
out. All
Let's
right.
do it.
So let's start with the Thursday night game. We had the 49ers at home against the Rams. I picked the
Mm.
Rams, and you two picked the 49ers.
I
Foolishly picked the
did.
49ers.
I thought they were gonna pull that out.
Mm-mm.
I mean, look, who predicts a game that has no touchdowns? Come on, man. That game was
What?
crazy.
The weather was bad,
The weather was bad.
but but we can
Economic.
all see that the 49ers are falling apart. Something is
Yeah.
happening there. They had a
Mhm.
player that wouldn't go in the game.
I know. What was that with that?
He got benched because the guy that he was backing up came back, and everybody knows that guy's a better player. So he got benched, and then when the guy got hurt, he didn't want to go in the game.
He was bad. Really?
Yeah, he was mad because he got benched, and I think he walked off the field.
He
Right?
did.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
He did.
Yeah, he pulled the
I said
Antonio.
he been talking to AB too much.
Yeah, that's the same, but he pulled it Antonio Brown. Only thing he ain't do take the equipment off.
I know.
That's the only thing he ain't do. But that was just ridiculous. I mean, he probably done blackball himself from the NFL.
Yeah,
At the,
probably
Oh,
did.
for
This probably his
sure.
last season. Yeah, you pull that stuff.
yeah, because once
Like,
you get that label, you're a quitter. Ain't nobody.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
So anyway,
a 12-6 no touchdown game. Which, by the
Hmm.
way, if you had picked that they would not score a touchdown, it was 100-1 plus
oh
10.
wow, really?
Yes, plus
I mean,
10,000.
yeah.
But no touchdown because nobody thinking who think these two teams not one gonna score a touchdown the whole game.
Right.
Hmm.
I mean, that was crazy what I was watching. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was crazy that you two picked the 49ers, but we ain't gonna go there.
I mean, they
I
lost by.
mean, Purdy is still solid. I thought he was
He acting
gonna.
like they blew him out or something, man. It was a bad game. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Bad weather game that equalizes everything. Everything's off the board when the weather bad. It's anybody game at that point.
I remember
Just
when
like,
they came to
just
DC,
like
the 49ers was slipping and sliding in the rain, whooping our tail. I was
right,
like,
just like when Jameis went in and beat Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Once that weather get bad, it's anybody game.
Well, like I told you, these are division rivals. So,
right. Yeah.
the 49ers won the first game, and I figured the Rams would win the second one.
I
That was
thought the
pretty
Rams,
much
Fair enough.
I thought the Rams
no,
won the first game.
no, the 49ers run the first one.
They
And
did.
that's why I picked the Rams.
That wasn't the game where they came back at the end and won that joint.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah, they came back and won that game. Then when they win, I think they was winning by like 14 points or something in the fourth quarter. And then the Rams came back. That's what I thought I remember.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 27-24. Well, I just
Yeah.
got lucky.
Yeah, they came
All right, let's
back.
go to the next one. Saints at home against the Commanders. We all picked the Commanders to win this game. They were favored by 7, but Jaden Daniels is special.
By the skin of the teeth.
I know that was skin. That was skin and bad refs.
Well, I mean, they led by 17. It was 17-0, I think, at half.
Yeah, I mean, look, when it came down there, as soon as they said they're going for 2, I was like, well, you can't depend on Rattler for one play. I'm sorry. You just can't. Unless they're going to do some kind of trickery. When they start rolling out to the right, I said, oh, he about to throw to the tight end out the back the other side. Nah.
Right.
Nah. What you do is you shorten the field at that point.
Yeah, exactly. You only had one direction to go. It's like you
one direction to go. Everybody just gonna go to that side.
Other option. Yeah, I didn't like that at all either.
And as I said, if DQ would have punted the ball we would have all had little pseudo heart attacks because the time, if the refs didn't hold the clock that long, would have ran out on you guys. But it shouldn't even came to that. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't even come to that. So we
Well,
got a lot of work to do.
well, well, it is what it is. This is what
Thanks for the
happens.
W though. In the
Whatever.
Big Easy. The W in the
Whatever.
Big Easy. Thanks.
Eating W's.
Whatever.
You know
You
what? Y'all
know.
should send every Commanders fan, especially me, some beignets.
But hey, what's up
Yeah,
with your
that'd
boy?
be nice.
What's up with your boy Jaden though? He was looking, he had little chinks in the armor, man. He was missing some open passes.
He did.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
yeah.
McLaurin should have
Travel.
150 yards receiving.
I know. Yeah, I mean, 4
He's
touchdowns, bare minimum. That should have been, yeah. It should have been. We shouldn't have cared whether the clock stopped or he didn't call it this. It should have been, yeah, we should have had 30 something points.
But you
But
did.
no, we didn't. We just got the W. So if I could get a couple of them
Ah.
beignets with
I
the
mean,
baby, with the baby in it,
with powdered sugar or without powdered sugar? Because I mean,
without powdered
you got an
sugar.
option. You got an option. You
I
know.
mean,
without
without.
powdered sugar. Oh, but
Yeah.
don't eat it. I mean, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, I ain't a
No,
big.
I know I've had the one with the head like the little some type of cream or something on top of it. I don't know right from there.
Oh no,
But
that's not a beignet.
it had the baby in it though.
The
Oh no,
bib.
no. You had a
Yeah, the
king cake.
baby.
You had a
I had
king cake.
king cake. Yeah,
You
yeah,
had a
yeah. That's
king
what I'm about.
cake.
Yes. Yeah, you can have me
Yeah.
some king cake and some good old gumbo.
You're right. Okay. All right. That's how it makes more sense now. I'm like, that's not a beignet. That's a king cake.
Yeah, king cake.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
All right. Let's go to my bold pick. My bold pick was Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns taking down the Kansas City Chiefs. And that was a clown pick because Jameis is now
couldn't
benched.
even take down one ankle Mahomie.
Jameis has thrown 3 interceptions or more in 3 of the 7 games that he started for the Browns. It's like,
I mean, what do we expect? Did we not say he was
right.
just going to just bet him for picks because he going to throw picks? That's just what he do. I put the Chiefs in for a touchdown because I thought a pick six was going to come. I had 3 chances. They
didn't get it. They didn't get it. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, how they ought to do a 30 for 30 on him. How this guy is like the interception king.
Yeah, because he was like that in college. That's the thing. Like when they went.
Was he?
Yes, he led. I want to say he led the NCAA
in turnovers.
In turnovers, that's what it was. Turnovers when he got picked. When he got picked, he was number 1 overall.
What year was he drafted?
Oh shoot,
2015.
Was that 2015?
I think he's going on his 10th year.
Oh, wow.
It is 2025 coming up.
And he was number 1 overall, right?
Yeah, number 1 overall by the Bucks.
Wow.
Being a turnover king.
Being a turnover king. Yeah.
Yeah, they just ignored the fact that he was just throwing he had turnovers in college.
I've never seen a player.
17 interceptions his senior year. I mean his last year at Florida State. And I want to say that led the country at that time.
He had a season where he had 3 games in the same season where his first pass was a pick six. I can't make this up.
I remember one of them he was playing San Francisco.
First pass, pick six.
First pass went right back to the house.
Wow.
He has the NFL record for the most pick sixes in a season.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
It's unreal. And I picked him. All right. Moving on. Titans at home against the Bengals. We all went with the Bengals. We knew the Bengals were going to win this game.
Yes.
And the Titans have benched. Was it Will Levis? Will Levis has now been benched. They're not going to play.
Yeah,
So
for whom?
I think that experiment is finally over.
Who's the number 2?
It's Beathard, right?
I think it is Bether.
I think he's the old 49ers coach. 49ers backup.
No, it's not Bether. It's Mason Rudolph
Mason
from
Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph from the
So
Steelers.
he went
Yes.
from the Steelers.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So
he
this
gonna get his turn.
This is how the game went. Levis was 8 of 12, 89 yards, 3 interceptions. Mason Rudolph went 21 of 26 with 209, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. So Rudolph kind of made a game of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty bad. So, but yeah, so if y'all keeping track, Levis has been benched. Jameis has been benched. And we'll get to Kirk Cousins because I think that's going to be happening soon.
Yeah, he might be next out there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Who is the number 2?
For Kirk Cousins and the Falcons?
Yeah, with the Falcons. Isn't it?
That's
Michael Penix Jr.
The top 10 pick from this year.
Oh, Mike. Well,
who can really play. He can really spin the ball. So
let Kirk finish out the season. We need to play Kirk.
Yeah. You wouldn't want the Falcons to finish out with Kirk because you don't want this young man to get out there. I think he's going to be a problem.
Well, guess what? He better get the ball out of his hands because if Louisville come at him, you're going to feel it.
Hey, he's very comparable to Jaden Daniels. He's very without as much running, but the same type of player. I don't think he's taller than Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I think how many sacks did Jaden have? 7 or 8? Something crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the Falcons, we'll get to them. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one should be quick. Giants at home against the Ravens. We all went with the Ravens, and the Ravens annihilated the Giants.
As they should.
I told y'all, bump that thing up to 19 and a half. Yeah. Make some money with your boy Dale. Just listen to me. I said, bump it up to 19 and a half.
You sure did.
21. Let's go.
And what was the final score?
35-14. So they beat them by 21.
Smack. It was so bad. I can't believe I was watching the game and they put it on the main screen. Because it's this area. That's why they did it, because of this area. Right. Come on, y'all. I get it. It's the Ravens. Well, come on, man. Right.
So with that said, is Lamar the MVP? I mean, he threw 5 touchdowns in his game.
No.
No, he's not.
It's only 2. It's either going to be Saquon, but he got some crazy games the next couple of weeks, or Josh. That's it.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh has been.
He had like 6 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
it's close. Yeah, and I think folks are getting, Lamar Jackson fatigue and probably going to withhold the MVP from him, which he's probably deserving of it once again. But I think the fatigue is starting to settle in. Could you give him a third MVP? I don't know.
But what's his numbers this year? Last year, he made it with kind of subpar numbers. He basically made it off excitement and his team winning, because his numbers last year really wasn't all that amazing.
I thought
I don't even think he threw 30 touchdowns last year.
I want to say he did. I think with him you got a combination of his rushing touchdowns and passing touchdowns.
You got to count those.
And this year he's got 34.
He don't rush that much.
He got 34 touchdown passes with 3 interceptions. That's MVP numbers. That's stellar, dude. You cannot deny that.
Well, that's good, but look up what your boy Josh got.
Okay,
Josh probably is closer to 40.
Right.
And last year, Lamar had 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's very subpar. Like 24. Yeah. That's not crazy. But
it's not crazy.
He wins it off his excitement and his team.
Well, maybe there was no one else that was comparable.
Right. Right.
Maybe everybody else was bad.
Josh Allen had 40 total touchdowns last year. So
Last year, Josh Allen had 29 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. He had a lot of interceptions last year.
Wow. Yeah.
I kind of remember him not being that great last year.
But like you said, you got to count the rushing touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
40 total touchdowns last year.
Yeah, he had
rushing touchdowns.
He had 15 rushing touchdowns last season.
Right.
15?
15 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah. And he got 11 this year. He's a big boy. You could do a lot of quarterback sneaks at the goal line with him.
Yeah, you can.
But his ain't definitely just at the goal line. He ran like a yarder.
Yeah, for sure.
Touchdown. How many passing touchdowns he got this year though?
25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be hard pressed to put Josh Allen ahead of Lamar Jackson as far as MVP.
Well, right now, I want to say he's the odds-on favorite to win.
Who, Josh Allen?
Josh Allen, yeah.
I can't see how you can put him over Lamar Jackson. 34 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's insane. I mean, and he still got 3 games left.
That is efficient. That's definitely efficient.
That touchdown to quarterback ratio, touchdown to interception ratio is insane.
Yeah, it is.
So I would like to see Saquon win it, but like I told you before, this is a quarterback award, and we'll see. We'll have to see.
Well, look, I would like to see Saquon. I'm on record saying Saquon should win it too. But he has to get at least 2,000. He got to at least get 2,000 yards though. If he gets 2,000,
he's gonna get that.
I think he should get it. And just by the way, Josh Allen, I'm just looking at it for MVP. No, I'm sorry. That's AFC. Well, even AFC, he's still way ahead. He's minus 900 to win it right now. And Lamar Jackson is right behind him at plus 650.
Plus 650, really?
Yeah, so minus 900 to plus 650 for the NFL MVP.
Wow.
So he's way
ahead. That's just unbelievable. I don't know why. Looking at those numbers, Lamar should be way ahead of him.
Well, it's the hype. He's getting the hype right now.
Right. He is. And he had a big win against the Lions.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's getting all the hype right now. Just similar to what Lamar got last year. He got the hype. You saw his stats. His stats wasn't crazy. But he had the hype.
Right. But I don't think there was anybody else that was comparable to what he was doing. It wasn't just hype. I don't think there was no other stellar player out there. So, but look, let's not delay this any longer. We got to get to this clown pick from Danny. So let's get to it. Panthers at home against the Cowboys. The Panthers were actually favored in this game by 2.5 points. Dell and I went with the Cowboys, and somebody went with the Panthers, believing this nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some Panthers that they've had some close games, and I just thought that they would catch the Cowboys slipping. And
you know what they say?
I guess
close only works in what? Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah, hand grenades, and they didn't have either of the two.
The only reason I'm gonna give Danny a slight pass is she a Commanders fan, and I get it. That's the sworn enemy of the Cowboys. And you don't want to bet on them. You don't want to say they're gonna win.
I needed them to lose. I needed the Cowboys to lose. I thought I could manifest it by saying it out loud.
Dale, what's the name of this show?
Voice of Reason.
Okay.
I didn't use that.
All right. This ain't the home team show. That's not the name of the show.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
This not follow your heart show.
I know.
Be a good team sport. Not the name of the show.
Give into your emotions.
Give into your emotions. Feelings over facts. That's not the name of the show. Okay. Just saying, I picked against my team, and people hate me for it.
Right.
You just don't like the Saints. No, I just know football. Right. You can look at this and see this is not going to work out well. This is not going to work out well enough. But my heart still has me following this nonsense. I'm still rushing home to see this nonsense, knowing what I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the fantasy.
Yes, that is true.
That's hard to do. That's really hard to do. I still sit and watch, hopeful they can pull it off,
Look,
knowing that they're not.
you almost. You were a 2-point conversion away from
I know, but that
turning
don't
that
make me
hope
feel
into
better.
win.
That don't make me feel better. You know, I don't.
No more victories.
No more victories for me. Doesn't make me feel better. Well, you were this close, but we still got the L.
Yeah, you did. L
Yeah.
for Louisiana. There you go.
Oh, see, you go too far. You go too far. You go too far. Next, gonna say W for Washington. You go too
Hey,
far.
look at that. Look
Go
at
too far.
that.
See, now next slide. We're going to the next slide since you want to get sassy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was actually a good one.
Yeah. No, don't laugh too hard. All right. Jags at home against the mighty, mighty Jets. Aaron Rodgers put on the show finally. And the Jets beat the Jags.
He was conserving his energy.
Well, he didn't put on a show, but Adams put on a show. He had 198 yards receiving in this game.
Hey, who throwing the ball? Hey, one of them joints he threw was Aaron Rodgers' classic dime. Oh my God! Oh, three defenders right down the seam of the sideline. Oh boy, he dropped that joint in the breadbasket. I ain't even gonna lie. He dropped that right in there. But yeah, he had a little, and he did it just in time. That's my fantasy quarterback in the fantasy playoffs. Thank you, A-Rod. Thank you, A-Rod.
You had Aaron Rodgers on your fantasy football team?
I got Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy
starting.
It's a league. You got to start two quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to figure that one out. I'm like, that's interesting.
Guess who my first quarterback is?
Oh, we know it is. Jaden.
Jaden Daniels.
I know. Look, coming through for you.
Getting back, got that emotional hedge going, you know.
Well, anyway, next slide. If I listen to you brag about Aaron Rodgers. Texans at home against the Dolphins. You two both went with the Texans. I took the bold route and went with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins lost this game. What was it, 20-12?
20-12.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought the Dolphins will pull it out.
Tua's playing a very risky brand of football, boy, I tell you. I see he took a couple of carries. One of them, I said, that's it. That's it. I saw the tackle. It was just a tackle. That's all it was. But I saw his head do like this. Like
you don't want to be
it makes you
concussion protocol.
It makes you nervous every time you watch him. Is like, is this gonna be the game that knocked him out again? Is this the game that ends his career? It's every game I'm watching it to make sure, am I gonna watch the game that ends his career?
Yep.
Poor guy.
He hit his slide head first after he's past the line of scrimmage. He goes head first, and two guys from both sides. Hit one from the left, one from the right, and I saw his head kind of go like that. I said, that's it. He's not getting up. He's not getting up. But he got up.
Well, you got to prove us all wrong.
Well, they're going to at least hold him up for a second to make sure he don't fall right down.
Exactly.
All right, next slide. Broncos at home against the Colts. We all went with the Broncos. Broncos are 4-point home favorites, and Sean Payton has the Broncos rolling at 9-5.
They humming. They are humming.
Much respect to my coach. I told you he's gonna have this team working. Just know he knows how to win, and that's what it's about. It's all it about.
Yeah, he picked right on Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a mature, college quarterback. He been in school a long time, went to different teams, you know what I'm saying, turned his college career around by going to Oregon.
Yep.
And got him
nearly won a Heisman. Nearly won a Heisman at Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a finalist.
Yeah. But he's playing his ass off now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not going to get Rookie of the Year.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that.
No shot.
But hey, he's second place right now.
Oh.
Hey,
he get a ribbon.
Second.
He can get a ribbon.
He's second place, right behind Jaden.
Yeah. Definitely got second place, but he not getting first.
All right.
Unless there's a catastrophic fall from Mr. Daniels.
He got to have a Jameis Winston like three games.
Like workout going on.
The last 3 games, he got to play like Jameis. He got to get some pick sixes. He got to throw 3-4 interceptions a game in order to lose this.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Hopefully nothing like that happens.
Yeah. All right, and this has got to be the game of the week. The Lions at home against the Bills. This game was 48-42, and Josh Allen kind of made a statement with his 4 touchdowns against the best team in the NFL. Well, I can't say the Lions are the best team, but one of the best teams in the NFL. And the Bills put in work. And the only person to pick the Bills was me.
I know. Look at you.
Favorite to win the Super Bowl.
I know.
Okay, so that was the NFL. And Josh Allen puts up another 4. He has 10 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks.
I know. Look at that.
That's crazy. But yeah, when he's on, man. And I admit when he lost his top two receivers this year, I thought he was gonna be in trouble. I really did. I thought he was gonna be in trouble. Like he already had enough time trying to, win with them. How he's gonna win without them.
Right.
Showing he elevated his game.
He sure did.
Well, doesn't Josh Allen have who's the receiver that used to play for the Cowboys and went to the Browns? He was a Raiders receiver.
What?
What's the receiver's name that played with the Cowboys? Y'all got from the Raiders a few years back.
Oh yeah, he's got
Amari Cooper. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, he has Amari Cooper, who did not play this game.
Oh.
Away.
Oh. Was he hurt?
Yeah, of course he hurt. That's why he gets there.
Of course.
Always hurt. Okay.
Always.
Next one.
He has a perpetual, what they call that, plantar fasciitis.
Right. That's what I was about to say. He has some type of foot injury.
And look, and I have that. That is not to be played with. I'm telling you. There's no way you can play with that. You cannot run on that.
Yeah, he's a great route runner. But yeah, that takes that away from him. He's always had that foot problem.
Yeah, especially when be cutting on the feet like that.
Not gonna happen. You will not.
Next, Eagles at home against the Steelers. Dell was the only person that went with the Eagles, and the Eagles won this game. Smart pick. Man. Smart pick.
I didn't want to pick them.
But we should have went with history. Remember, we saw that statistic that said that the Steelers have never won or hadn't won in Philadelphia since 1965 or something ridiculous. Like, wait, what?
Right. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, like we was talking about earlier, Russ had it down on simmer. He was just simmering. He wasn't cooking. He wasn't doing the full cook. I get that Philly's defense is supposed to be increased and everything, but Russ, he didn't have his best game either. He didn't have his best game.
Right. But I mean, you're talking about a super team with the Eagles. I mean, with Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, they are loaded, man. It's gonna be hard to beat this team.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really hard.
Absolutely. That Saquon Barkley ad was just crazy.
I know.
I'm so mad that Dallas couldn't throw. Give him a 3-year, $30 million contract. You know what I'm saying? Fully guaranteed. What the hell?
I mean, the guy was asking for a little money. He just wanted $11 million a year. I mean, exactly. I was like, man, I've seen we give bum receivers that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
That's the kind of BS the Cowboys do, though. People be out there, right there for you to take. We could have had DeAndre Swift. There's so many players that Dallas could have. I ain't even gonna start on that.
Oh no, Swift was beautiful out there in Detroit. Him and Hawkinson, they were on my fantasy football team. I was cooking. You hear me? Hawk and D Swift.
Yep.
All right, let's go to your best pick of the day. Cardinals at home against the Patriots. Danny made the bold pick and went with the 3-10 Patriots over the 6-7 Cardinals, who was 6-point home favorites. What'd you say, Dale?
I said you get no pass on this one. We're gonna have to give you the clown
I know.
clown what's that the graphic. Snap
I
a
know,
video.
right? Yeah, I mean,
Get the clown music playing.
hey, right.
In the graphics. We video that. You got up there too. Edit the graphic in.
I
Get
know.
get her the red nose and everything.
Exactly, in the big shoes.
Yeah, man. That
Yeah.
was so if it happened, girl, I would have gave you the, what I'm saying, the salute on that one. If you
Yeah,
won that
that's that 2 point conversion. When you make it, it's like, yeah,
one,
that was the best thing ever you done. He's like, so stupid. Why'd you do that?
right.
As I said when you made this pick, the Patriots didn't
Right.
have a snowball chance in hell of winning this game.
Not at all.
No chance.
What was the score?
30-17.
30 to 17.
Wasn't
Yeah.
even close.
They scored 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Right, which means the defense just backed off because we got this.
Yeah. Yeah. They took their foot off their necks.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of taking your foot off somebody's neck, the Chargers were at home against the Bucks.
Yeah.
I was the only person to pick the Bucks, and the Bucks won this game 40-17. And the Chargers were favored to win this game by 3.
I know.
I know.
I don't know what happened.
Especially what gets me is that they were just letting Baker torch them.
Mm-hmm.
Baker was just torching them. It was weird because I was expecting Harbaugh's defense to play a lot better than that.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the Chargers hadn't beaten the team with a winning record all season. And they proved it. They can't beat a winning team.
Yeah, Mike Evans goes nuts.
Yep. All right, next. Seahawks were at home against the Packers. We all went with the Packers. Yes. And the Packers won this game. And I understand Geno Smith left this game with an ankle injury, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. I think it was in the middle third quarter, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, he wasn't looking good though when he went out.
Yeah, but I say he was not.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made a difference.
Passes. Yeah, he wouldn't throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, Packers they were showing up. They were showing up. I watched that game.
Yeah,
well, I tell you what. Go ahead.
Commanders' other quarterback Sam Howell had to come finish the game off.
That's right.
I know, right? That's where Sammy is. He just did not perform like he needed to. I was like, eesh.
But Sammy helped y'all get Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Help y'all get y'all money right.
Yes.
And then he lost all those games for you.
Yes.
I know.
Absolutely.
But he was trying. He was trying to. In his defense, we did not have an O-line whatsoever. That man was running for his life everywhere.
And I think that was done on purpose. You were actively trying to lose.
Okay.
It worked in your favor. Don't sweat it.
I know.
Nothing to be ashamed about.
It was plenty to be ashamed of.
Yeah, looking at those games, they were pretty pathetic.
Everything was just so embarrassing. Whew.
Yeah, all pretty shame.
Vikings at home against the Bears. We all went with the Vikings. Vikings were 7-point favorites, and the Vikings, not even trying, won this game 30-12.
I know.
Yep. Very easily. It was.
They
were really in no danger of losing that game at no point.
No danger whatsoever.
No. I mean, they went at halftime 13-0, and they weren't playing well.
Right.
It's been a year for Caleb. It's been a year for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he started out well.
But that's his thing. He's not going to be consistent. You know, he holds on the ball too long. And that's what we were saying, like before the season started, when they drafted him, he just holds the ball too long. He not get away with that in the NFL. And now I think he's leading the league in sacks taken.
I think so. He definitely holds on to the ball too long.
I think he got sacked 56 times going into this game.
What?
Which is a lot. Yes.
That seems unreal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Last game. Raiders were at home against the Falcons, and we all went with the Falcons, and the Falcons won this game 15-9. They squeezed by it.
I know.
Yeah. So they finally ended their 4-game losing streak.
This game looks a little better than what it actually was. The Raiders scored at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? It was 15-3.
And
they scored 15-9. But look, they did have a shot to go down, and they almost went down.
On the Hail Mary.
Yeah, on the Hail Mary. But it was the game is closer than what it actually was. The Raiders they were getting dogged. They really were getting dogged.
But the Falcons only scored 15 points, and you're playing the Raiders. Kirk Cousins had another poor game, and the Falcon coaching staff have not committed to him starting this next game. So we could see Kirk Cousins
I wonder who they play.
The third quarterback being benched.
No. Yes. We need him to play. We need him to play our game.
Nah, he's going. I think they're going to Penix.
I think they're going to Penix too. I think it's time.
A reason to go to Penix, and these stats they've been putting up is a reason for sure.
Right, and then lose 4 straight games, and if the Raiders were a better team, they definitely would have lost this game, so it would have been 5 straight. I think.
Ooh, yeah.
I think those
for 112 yards against the Raiders.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good. Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Holla.